Alright. What? Why does it want me to go back? Oh, you get a free pulchra. Nice. Sand bee. Not planning on pulling, but I'll chuck a 10 pull, why not? Charges the target. For every 1/3 of what? Hold to activate. More invulnerability frames. Aftershock damage. Oh, so she's like Omega single target.
Loyalty. Weakling, you're nothing but prey. Down strategy.
Oh, but I guess that's the reward for keeping her on field. Stacking the buff and then consuming it.
Gotta keep the claws sharp.
Hey, Space. I'm gonna throw a 10 pull at it, but not really. I was just trying to demo. I wanted to use Pulchra, but you get one for free from an event, so... Just gonna launch a 10 pull. I know how Bernice works. I was thinking about maybe trying to go for a dupe of Bernice, but Even her, like, first and second merges don't do a whole lot for her. Or the problem I had with her was she would, like, lose all of her off-field charge. I guess the first merge raises it by 40%, but... Because she doesn't really work as like a main DPS in any context. She relies on energy and then doing off-field stuff. You have Eve and Astra, right? That's a pretty dynamic combo just of those two characters. You can really do anything for a third slot. Probably Trigger is your best bet, honestly, because of the off-field stun application. Hunter's Gate State. Oh, so she's like a stun Nekonana that's just completely automatic. That's funny. Honestly, Pulchra should be good too. She does the same thing. Off-field stun application. Oh, they let you preview Trigger as well?
Sneak attack. Beg for mercy. That's that. Too late.
Hopefully Pulchra's Mindscapes do something to either let her proc her follow-up more often, or to just regen energy fast enough to just reset it. Having a team of Pulchra, Jane, and Nagamata would be kind of funny to watch, because they'll all just be scraping the floor from a million different directions. Oh, it's in the gameplay story? Nice. I don't think I need to... Yeah, actually... just to complete it. Yeah, every time she does her follow-up, it consumes one of the Fang bar things. And Ben's eyes always glow.
The enemy is back for more. I'll take it. Try this. Come on. My killer is unstoppable. I don't stop coming.
Neutralize.
Look at regular Anby and how little damage she does. She's not even teleporting across the map.
Let's show 'em our team. Straight to the Earth's core.
It's a shame they wasted Alejandro Saab on Anton.
A work site is just like a battlefield. Come on, bro. Don't stop now.
I mean, she was fine. And then they released like 4 electric stun units that are just better.
Alright, bro. Together now. Stand behind the yellow line.
Preparing takedown. Fracture.
I did a 10 pull on the Evelyn banner, so I'm sitting at 10 or 20 pity. But if I happen to get Anby, I won't complain.
The shining gold aside. Let your inner spark the night. Find your treasure, a growing bright. Reach out for it and take a flight. Lucky you're not a list, you tried. Chin up in yourself. Good day.
Ah, it's Reyna.
The new master. Show me what you got.
Nice. I kind of actually prefer this. Nice. Yeah, I was about 210 pulls away from 0 pity there. What does this even do? Crit damage. Crit damage. And then specifically electric damage, so this isn't good for Harumasa. We're trying to get one Polkra engine. Yeah. That was about the best thing I could have hoped for. That's not a Polkra engine. Hey, there it is. Nice. Alright. I think I'm also at like no pity on this. No? Yeah. 30 pulls deep on that for some reason.
Only the brave will win. 1, 2, yes, all accounted for.
I used my 300th normal summon for Rena's M1. This is worthless. 15% damage upgrade on a unit you put on field for 1 second. What's our fourth? Like, our first one's really good because it gives you another 5.5 seconds of her passive being online. For her, like, defense penetration. Increased energy. Electric damage up. Okay. I'm never getting that far, so... It's not a very helpful mindscape, but it's fine. I don't really use that many standard characters anyway. I do use Soldier 11 though.
Awaiting further instructions.
Oh, are aftershocks what they're calling off-field damage? That's a complicated effect. And then this is specifically for Vivian when she comes out. I'll probably get Vivian just because Ether Anomaly seems like a good combination to have. The only Ether DPS in any form currently is just Zhu Yuan. And she kind of suffered from the ultimate change because now she needs to be on field to build a lot of energy. Burnout, what does that mean? Soldier and Lycon have new voice actors? What?
We fighting? Take me. Awaiting further instructions.
She is different.
Don't just ready and waiting.
They replaced more VAs?
I shall follow your orders.
Oh my god. They totally did.
Awaiting further instructions.
I'm at your disposal.
Jesus.
Ready and waiting.
Man. Well, he was really burning bridges across any voice actors they have, huh? Good lord. Story. I actually use Soldier 11 too, that's sad. I didn't really notice the others didn't use their characters as much. What are you doing? I think this is a residual fishing quest.
Did you call me? We fighting? Okay, let's get ready. I'll beat everyone.
Who, like, the list of people who haven't been replaced is almost as, is almost being surpassed by the people who have been replaced. Lucy got replaced. It's looking like Corrin is going to be replaced soon. So Kaku's been replaced twice. Oh, is this a level where you can get collectibles? Them replacing TV mode was almost as sad. Oh, I fished out this Bang Boo once. I remember. That cutscene lasted long enough for the shield to wear off.
Solid hit. That'll teach ya. You couldn't escape. Lucky you, you're next.
Did they replace Nekomata as well? Or has it just been that long since I heard her voice? I've raised my fishing level. Nekomata's like
We fighting? Take me.
one of the only 2 standard units I don't have.
My loyalty lies with the winner.
Which is fine because I actually built Corrin and Billy already. So what does this do? That's not the first one. Increases crit rate by 10%. 10% attack. Reduces energy cost by 5. That's so little. I guess that's fine. 15% damage increase. Triggers twice, 2 more times. Business partners binding. Business partner. I don't know. She seems like she'll be fine at a base 0 level. Or 0 merges, rather.
Looking for intel or hiring me for a job?
Immersive storytelling. How immersive is it when they keep slowly disassembling the voice acting team? Security operatives. What the hell is this image? Look at them go. Hugo.
Apologies for the intrusion. I'm Hugo. Let's just say I'm something of a collector.
What did he say? He posted a viewbot link selling viewbots, but because Twitch now like automatically bans a bunch of those links, it had the instructions like delete the space in this link that I've copied to buy viewbots. So they just put an arbitrary space there so it wouldn't become a hyperlink. I get those all the time.
I've heard your video store is the most classy one in all of New Eridu, and I must say, it absolutely lives up to its reputation.
Hey, this guy is voice acting.
The ambiance
That's weird.
here is understated yet refined, elegant but still cozy. It's so soothing, like a steady beacon in the dark.
They have his battle animations up on the Leak subreddit if you want to look at those. It's pretty sick. Of course, I'm not going to get another ice unit because Miyabi is like ridiculously overtuned.
I've also noticed some well-known individuals frequenting this place, including elite members from PubSec and HSO. Your achievements at such a young age truly impress me.
I kind of don't like this guy.
Trust me, I'm being honest. I do find your store quite special.
He's also got homophobic eyes, which isn't trustworthy.
So, I guess the rumors about this place are true. Children of devils.
What are you talking about?
The illusion of free
I'm
will.
not following.
Those are both option 1 and 2.
Am I imagining it? Or do you seem really nervous all of a sudden? Children of Devils is an old movie I've been searching for, but it's so niche I can't find a copy in good condition. Or perhaps, did this movie remind you of something else?
You're imagining it. I'm just surprised there's a movie we haven't heard of.
No worries. Like I said, this movie is rather niche. Despite the word devil in the title, it's actually about vampires.
Oh, does he actually have fucking canine teeth that are visible?
I'm sure you already know. Vampires were a popular fictional concept back in the old civilization. Typically, they are pale,
Yep, he does.
well-dressed, exuding a mysterious and dangerous aura. But beneath their immaculate facade lie lethal fangs for draining human blood.
You kinda look like one.
I'll take that as a compliment. Too bad vampires don't actually exist in New Eridu. Oh, and I don't feast on human blood. In fact, if anything, I'm hypoglycemic.
Gesundheit.
Anyway, back to the movie. It's about a man who unwillingly turned into a vampire, and after years of plotting, finally kills his evil father, and ultimately dies in the process.
So, it's about patricide.
You think so? To me, it's more like a revenge story. The villain just happens to be the protagonist's father. Well, it's a shame you don't have the videotape I'm looking for.
I chose patricide because it would sour the mood more, and I was correct.
I'll just grab
I
a
think
copy
so.
of every movie you currently have for rent.
Huh? Oh, thank you so much for your patronage.
Just think of it as my thanks for chatting about the movie with me.
This guy sounds more like old Lycon than current Lycon.
Your store is like a collector's gem in itself. Please, consider my payments here as an investment in a collector's prized find.
You know, technically, Billy's voice actor was replaced, but that happened before launch.
Your definition of a collectible is pretty broad. Just as I'd expect of a collector.
Because of my work, I happen to know some of New Eridu's upper echelon. Some even collect human organs.
What the fuck? Why would you tell somebody that?
Just some rumors circling around. Hope I didn't spook you.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna harvest your organs. Don't worry.
That's nothing.
Guess I was worried for nothing. Speaking of which, there's a big industry auction coming up. They'll probably have lots of collectibles, maybe even rare videotapes not on the market.
What the fuck auction sells videos?
To attend, just let me know. Oh, by the way, I saw a marketing event.
The homophobic eyes are really,
Looks like there's a raffle going on.
it's foreshadowing.
Go check it out if you're interested. Maybe you'll stumble upon something exciting, especially at a place so close to the upper class.
Wait, did he tell me to leave? Is he gonna fucking rob us?
After all, there are always secrets hiding behind the light. Well, thanks for today.
What? Season 1 epilogue? I'll go vibe check the upper class, excuse me?
Only the brave will win. That's me! Ready and
I'm at your disposal.
I have 2 guns, so double.
Is it work time?
So only 5 people have had their voice actors replaced, but a lot of them were silent for like the roll call in the last main story chapter. Missing the confirm button 3 times.
You there! Why not come try your luck? All sorts of prizes are waiting to be won!
Hey, it's Aunt Sophie. It didn't give me the option to be in the back of the line. Is Aunt Sophie a ghost? Curtis the cutting in line. Curtis. Can we address the floating purse? Oh, he's been robbed telepathically. Violence.
This guy looks so arrogant. Maybe I should take a tougher approach with him.
They've reused like this character model for so many characters.
Quit the act. I've seen right through you. You may look harmless, but I know you have a secret identity.
Why does he sound like a famous voice actor?
Your crafty skills have caused headaches for countless people. Not to mention, you're revered in your field. Everyone knows who you are. Your true identity is a member of the most infamous band of thieves in New Eridu, Mockingbird.
You're right. I'm with Mockingbird. But that doesn't prove I stole from you, does it?
Aha! You've admitted it yourself.
I know you're joking, but it's probably unwise to validate an accusation like that.
It did make a sound as if I chose the wrong answer there.
Forget it. Clearly, you have no idea who I am.
You have any idea who my
Or
father
this
is?
Ravenlock. That's right. Of the esteemed Ravenlock family from Tops. You'll face consequences for crossing me.
You're an esteemed member of Tops. Why join a raffle with us plebs?
Offense is the best defense. Seems like you've got that down.
Whack
Oh,
sound.
Because my family sponsored this event. I just joined the raffle for fun. It's not like I actually need the money. Anyway, you were the only one next to me when I lost my wallet. It has to be you. Just admit it.
Make a scene.
You think I stole your wallet? Got any proof? Did you see it with your own eyes? Or are you just talking trash?
What's with the overly defensive tone? Clearly, you're feeling guilty.
Doesn't seem like your tactics working on him.
Shut up. You don't know my tactics.
In any case, my wallet is missing. It had a ton of Denny's, so someone's got to answer for that.
I bet you staged all this, and your wallet's been on you the whole time.
What? What do you mean by staged? Why would I do that? Someone stole my wallet. It's theft.
Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep.
With all due respect, I doubt he's clever enough to stage anything. Clearly, your accusation is baseless, Mr. Ravenlock. Your outfit, while elegant, shows unironed creases and noticeable signs of wear. You've likely worn it for a long time.
Dude, he literally has a fucking mockingbird pen.
Plus, the wet ink on your cuffs suggests that you rushed straight here from your workplace. Likely so you wouldn't miss today's raffle. All in all, it's clear you're not well off and quite careless. Chances are you lost your wallet yourself, and it probably didn't hold much cash.
An iron creases. Cease your iron creasing.
Is that why you jumped to accuse others?
That's utter nonsense.
Regardless,
Damn it. You'll regret this. Just you wait.
I really hate it when innocent people are wrongfully accused.
I mean, I did confess to it immediately, so.
But it's all over now. I hope it didn't ruin your mood.
We're in the line for a raffle.
I still have some doubts. Did he really just drop his wallet?
Regardless of what really happened, he got what he deserved. He should have known what would happen the moment he falsely accused you.
What? How would. What?
People like that should have a taste of their own medicine. Unfortunately, we don't usually see such fairness in our world, do we? That's why sometimes I don't mind resorting to unconventional methods to right the wrongs.
Like, Phantom Thieves, but extremely petty and egotistical.
You seem to be implying something.
A good movie never spoils its ending, but feel free to speculate.
You're not a movie, bro.
Anyway, it was nice running into you. Please, accept this raffle ticket to may it keep you away from shady people.
Sure. Oh, he fucking collapsed their empire. You see a cat playing with a wallet. Oh, it's the invisible purse-holding lady.
Anyone else want to redeem prizes?
I'm gonna cut in line. Money. Why are they still in line? If I won the big prize. Who's this dude? I like this Overworld song a lot. Yeah, everyone gives this guy shit for cutting in the line, and then you cut in line and walk away with all the money. Oh, I forgot about Bringer. He just kind of came out as a fucking lunatic and tried to kill everyone. Kinda out of nowhere, honestly. Both answers in the same answer. Mayflower?
They're here with me now, sir.
What's the over-under on Hugo just planting a bug on you to listen to stuff?
I'm glad to have the chance to speak with you, young'uns. Helios Academy used to be a peaceful and comforting place.
What? Nothing.
I know you still can't fully trust me, and I understand that completely. But please do know that I mean you no harm. Your teacher, Carol, and I, we used to be friends. She was a kind person. I was truly sorry to learn that she was the one held responsible for the fall of the old capital.
She was innocent. There has to be more to the story.
Illusion of free will.
I hope so too. It's just that the fall of the old capital still weighs heavily on us all. But I believe you just got caught up in all of this.
Is that the name of the song?
What you've been through over the years.
I think I already have it saved somewhere.
Is that all you wanted to say to us?
You two are very cautious, and rightfully so. Carol has taught you well. The real reason I reached out to you is to tell you something very important. Something about your eyes. I stumbled upon some of the data Carol left behind. She spent much of her time studying ways to minimize the side effects of your eye implants.
They're implants.
Teacher, she was always looking out for us.
Oh. Oh! I fucking asked for a probability and then didn't register a probability as a probability. That's on me.
Which is why I believe this was her final wish. As her friend, I want to see it through. Simply put, your eye implants are directly linked to your brain, and their functionality depends on your body's limits.
This isn't something you would need to tell them.
As a result, the HDD system takes up a part of your body's capacity. This leads to certain issues, the most notable being that it suppresses
Why? He's definitely lore dropping just for Hugo to overhear it. Because this is something that, like, the twins already know.
I brought in a team of specialists to analyze Carol's data samples, and after some effort, they created a plan to upgrade the HDD system. After the upgrade, the HDD system will operate with significantly reduced power consumption, allowing for a substantial boost in your ether aptitude, or rather, a restoration to its original level.
Do you mean that once the HDD upgrade is done, we'll be able to enter the hollows ourselves without Eos?
Exactly. You'll likely experience some discomfort at first, but you'll get used to it over time. I'll have the specialists from Marcel Group continue monitoring your physical condition to reduce the
What is
burden
this
on your
little
body and help
XI
restore your
Bang
ether
Boo
aptitude
guy?
more effectively.
Is that the mayor? Is he a Bang Boo?
Are you really giving us such advanced technology for free? Feels like there's gotta be some kind of catch. Besides, you must have known about us for a while. So why wait until now?
I'm not asking for anything in return. As for why I didn't reach out sooner, truth is, from what I've learned, your eyes possess even greater power. Perhaps the power within you could affect all of New Eridu. But you must understand, power is a double-edged sword. It can be used against enemies or allies. As the mayor of New Eridu, I must ensure everyone's safety. So I hope you'll forgive my caution. I've been observing you for
Well,
some
it just
time.
looks like a little
That said,
Bang Boo with a
I'm
tie,
confident to say
and he
that
has
everyone
like
at
a
Victoria
target
House
eye, and
Studios
then like
speaks
a
highly of
cross
you.
X eye.
Miss Bell and Mr. Wise are both kind and honorable individuals.
Who are
I
you?
believe they'll use their power for the right cause.
Who is this? Also, the Robin Bang Boo for the Mockingbird clan kind of looks like that guy.
Yeah, they're both good people.
Thank you for your kind words. Even though we have no idea what this power is. You're not just saying that to get our hopes up,
Wait,
are you?
they didn't know what the power was, but they used it to not explode when Bringer tried to kill them?
Of course not. It's just that I don't have much information right now. I'll let you know as soon as I do. Well then, I'll let Lycon assist you with upgrading the HD.
Slowly rising.
Rest assured he'll guide you through everything.
If you would follow me.
This is kind of like the that meme image where it's like Fred from Scooby-Doo and is like, Shaggy, this isn't weed.
How are you feeling now?
All good, I think.
Really? I'm feeling a bit off.
Are they transferring Wise's power to Bell?
Body is adjusting. Give it time to adapt to the changes.
I see. In that case, I'll sit back and help Belle for now then.
It's quite impressive one of you adapted so quickly. Your ether aptitude is now on par with most hollow investigators, meaning you're ready to explore regular hollows.
It probably changes based on which protagonist you choose.
But you must be careful at first. Lycon, Ellen, why don't you two go along? One of the data piles in the hollow near the metro is malfunctioning, and we need a skilled proxy to address it. Take your time and the journey's ahead.
Master Proxy, the data pile that the mayor mentioned is in this direction.
Who are you?
Let's keep moving.
Oh, Ellen said they're good people, and then that was it. She spoke.
The data pile that the mayor mentioned is near that garage ahead.
There's nowhere else to go.
More
We'll
people
have
would
to
be
make the
upset if they
train.
replaced Ellen's VA. Clue not obtained. It won't even let me guess.
We should search for the passcode nearby to disable the laser. And then
Forklift. 4.
I get it now.
Or
We should be able to enter the
lift.
passcode now.
4444.
how are you feeling now, Master Proxy?
Not good.
Glad to see you're well enough to crack jokes. If you feel any discomfort, please let us know at once.
How are you feeling? Bad. I'm in pain. Haha, nice one. Well, let's keep your jokes to yourself for now.
Yeah, I'll carry you on my back if needed. Really? I want you to carry me right now.
Let's finish the task first, Master Proxy.
You've always had a sharp mind, and now you've got the muscles to match.
Yeah, them erasing the whole proxy part of the game, the TV mode, out entirely has been weird.
For the compliment? No, I was just thinking. When will you pick up some fighting skills? If you can fight, you can handle things in the hollow all on your own.
I can't pull gacha for myself. I almost missed that after finding the actual hidden one.
Master Proxy, the data pile is right up ahead. Worry not, Master Proxy. We'll ensure your safety.
Thank you. Sorry. I still need you guys to protect me. Looks like I gotta buck up a little. Roxy, you don't need to.
One of the reasons I didn't really go for Ellen
Take this.
when the game launched was because
You're already pretty great.
I didn't like her
Just leave the rest.
charge scissors mechanic. You have to like dash twice and then do a charge attack. Quickly, what's the 4-digit code on the ground?
Oh, it's another passcode.
We should be able to find the passcode nearby. Let's keep an eye out for it.
Why would we be able to find the passcode nearby? What are we doing here again? No, we're collecting the data pylons, but also we can't, like, pass small fences.
Maintaining the data piles in the hollows requires a proxy with the utmost professionalism. It is the Take a break.
Try to see. Get lost.
I did find it amusing though when like people who didn't know how to play video games reviewed the game and were like, Ellen's so weird. I wonder why she doesn't get her stacks for her passive ever. And it's because they never did like the sprinting thing. What? Why would there be one number of the passcode here?
Roxy's moves seemed more fluid in that last battle.
I didn't fight in the last battle.
All I did was dodge, though.
How dare there be no collectible back here after I've walked all this way?
Leave that to us.
I found the code. It's 7777.
Master Proxy, this should be the second passcode.
Gamers don't read, gamers don't look up.
Master Proxy, we've been in the hall for quite some time. How are you feeling?
Out of the way. I feel fine. Nothing out of the ordinary.
That's good to hear. After all, this is the first time you've entered a hollow since the system upgrade.
Who are you?
Not to overdo it.
For some reason this is weirder than when he was just silent. But why is it here? Zero 4 5 1.
That's all of them.
Instead of a fourth number, they were just like, eh, 3 is enough. Fuck it.
Turn and open.
Give the last one 4.
The mission was a success, sir.
Excellent. I'll be frank. I'd like you to participate in an auction.
Hold on. Is it...
Yes, that's the one. Since you're aware of it, I'll get straight to the point.
Sacrifice.
Remember the sacrifice you took down near the construction site? It turns out it can maintain its form outside the hollow and carries human genes. Within it, we extracted a mysterious core. This core possesses
Starlight Knights.
inexplicable power as the sacrifice, allowing it to exist without relying on ether. However, the core was recently stolen from the most secure lab in New Eridu. We searched extensively without success. The core has been concealed within an auction item.
So you want us to bid on it at the auction?
The power of the sacrifice is highly volatile and destructive, and I, as mayor, am not suited to participate in the auction myself. Plus, I'm running checks on my inner circle due to the theft. Frankly, there aren't many people I can trust. Don't worry, the funds are covered. Of course, this hinges on one condition.
All right.
Thank you very much. The only hurdle now is the invitation. I'll handle that promptly.
You seem a bit puzzled.
The relationship between the mayor and Tops seems rather delicate.
You're quite perceptive. As you know, the roots of New Eridu's governance lie with the Mayflowers, while Tops is a conglomerate of companies. Power and profit often lay the foundation for conflicts, which is why securing invitations could be tricky for us. But worry not, Master Proxy. Now, if you've no further need of me,
Didn't that collector Hugo mention if we wanted to attend the auction to give him a call? But he didn't leave us with his contact information.
maybe he did leave us his contact, but
Come to think of it, Hugo did leave us a raffle ticket. He said something cringy like, "There are always secrets hiding behind the light." Wait. I get it now. Anyway, let's...
Aha! It's you! The manager of my...
What light? Is there a ceiling light or something?
favorite video store. Glad you've cracked my little puzzle. I've been waiting for you to contact me.
actually, I have a favor to ask.
Illusion of choice number 4.
Could you secure 2 invites for us?
Ah, so you'd like to attend the auction, but if you two can...
What kind of task? Is it some...
Don't worry.
Illusion of choice 5. She says both things no matter what.
Let's discuss the specifics in person. I'll wait for you at Do Gardening Shop in Lumina Square.
What a bug. I was just skipping dialogue once it was very obvious what they were going to say, but they were going to say it again with more words. Or was this a bug before? The last story bug I ran into was like the Section 6
You've arrived,
Matrix
my friend.
thing.
Punctual as always.
Well, Section 6 literally had a game-breaking bug that prevented you from continuing the story. I think you had to like change the visual settings on your graphics down to fix it for some reason. Oh god, it's a fucking Hoyoverse stealth mission. Spare me.
Another?
Organs! Oh, is this the guy from Antbeast trailer? These 3 guys staring at a box. Very unsuspicious. Yeah, it was back when Yanagi was the banner unit.
This time, I'll lead the family back to the top.
Am I supposed to get closer than this? It's not even so much as a crouching animation. You just kind of hang around them.
Good day, manager. Wonderful to see you again. About our previous discussion, I assume you've made some progress? I see. Looks Looks like it's more complicated than I thought. I appreciate your help. Here are the promised invitations for you. One was mine, but I won't be able to attend as I'll be occupied that day.
Committing crimes.
I had to pull a few strings to secure these invitations. So please, don't mention where they came from. Otherwise, someone might come hunt me down.
Wait, seriously? Is the auction really that dangerous?
Well, when you dance with sharks, you can't avoid risk. But I have faith in you, dear manager.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed. And so are my brothers.
I mean, swimming with sharks isn't that dangerous. Normally, they don't consider people food. Swimming with hippopotamuses, though. Those things are fucking dangerous. I'm pretty sure they killed the most humans of any animal on the planet per year.
I've been meaning to say.
And they have
You're
the
so close with your sibling.
highest or second highest bite force in the world.
Jealous. What's your view on family ties, manager?
Useless.
It's a bond you have to maintain carefully. Even as family, we might not fully know each other. For example, someone who was like a mother to us loved us deeply, but also kept many things from us.
Mother. Huh. For me, that word only brings fear, pain, and hatred. I once had a half-sister. Different mothers.
Brother from another mother?
Had? Did you two fall out of touch because of an argument or something?
No, we never argued. I would like to try, but it's too late. She's been gone so long. I can barely remember her face.
Is he lying to us right now?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a sensitive topic.
It's okay. I brought it up first, and it was ages ago.
Or maybe Vivian's just not related.
Anyway, back to what we were saying. As you know, while he's the rightful heir to the Ravenlock family, he keeps many secrets. He's sitting up on his high horse looking down on everyone else, and he'll do whatever it takes to get more power.
Actually, Zhu Yuan's backstory? It's like perfectly happy. It's kind of funny. It's like a Hoyo character with two loving parents
These upper-class people
who are alive.
eventually face the punishment they deserve. Too bad the scales of fate lean one way or another. I digress. Have fun at the auction.
That like ding noise is one tone off from the Kim Possible phone alert. Ding ding didn't. And I always hear it whenever that sound is made. She has nothing to say. Cool. Cat. Ghost cat. Look at how fucked the back left wheel of this car is. Actually, both of them.
It is a pleasure to see you again.
It's been a while.
Kim Possible is gonna be remade sooner or later. Count on it. Disney's out of good ideas, and they own everything. He smells his ex-boyfriend. Lowrider tires? Why would you have those on a fucking... company vehicle? Also, did you know that you could, befriend the cat and then adopt it? It was in the last frame, but I don't know where it went this time. Did they ever update this? They did. Oh, no, they didn't. This was the end of the list last time. No, Marcel Maze is new. That came from the Fall Guys event. Yeah, you gotta befriend him. But there's like a trick to it. I mean, before you had to cycle daytimes to be able to interact with it multiple times to build the trust rank. You had to do like the fastest mission that it takes to complete to change the time of day. Now you can just change the time of day whenever. But you need to get cat food from the 141 store. And then you need to pet it sometimes and give it cat food at other times. But like the text clues for whether or not you should pet or give it food are different. Or like they're not different in the English translation. So unless you know like that the event for whatever spawn the cat has, it's a crapshoot. And if you pet it when it wants food, it lowers its trust rank. But if you give it food when it wants pets, it does not lower the rank. So it's just always safe to give it food. And also whenever it's like surrounded by other cats, it always wants a pet. But yeah, it took some grinding before I was able to adopt a cat. They also let you name it, and I wasn't prepared with a name, so I just went with one of the pre-suggestions that they gave for it. I swear they didn't have this many, like, free-roaming cats in previous versions. There's another one down there. Another two. There's like as many cats as people. Also, tip for the cat thing. What I ended up doing that was consistent was I got it to spawn in one place, and then I cycled 24 hours, and it was in the exact same place, and it wanted the exact same thing every time. Which should be even easier to do with you being able to manipulate time at will. Because it shows up at like various times of day in different locations. But for some reason, like I found it at midnight in front of the store, and then I would cycle a mission to change the time 4 times, and then when it was midnight again, I went out and it was in the same spot, and I was able to just keep doing that. Coffee maker.
Lies. Deception. Betrayal.
For real. You can speedrun Adopt It now.
Shrouding the truth in a deep, enigmatic haze. Found you.
Like the mission I used to cycle was like a break boxes mission. And if you used a Billy and used his dash attack, which just shot everything in a radius and spins him around. Why can't I look at the desserts and the coffee?
exactly as I thought you'd be.
Why is she doing an ASMR voice?
What are you talking about? Words can only convey so much. So it's understandable if what I say doesn't make sense to you now.
Looking at her animations from the Leak subreddit, she actually looks a ton like the new purple umbrella jellyfish character they're adding into Wuthering Waves, which is really funny. Of course, her animations are nowhere near as exaggerated and aerial, but they're similar enough for it to be weird.
Young lady, I know you might think I'm lying, but I'm telling the truth. That item was my late husband's keepsake, and I had to pawn it due to financial difficulties.
Skill issue.
I can't bear to see it auctioned away to who knows where. I'd never be able to get it back. Please help me bid for it. There's a hidden flaw in that item. If you point it out during inspection, it will be withdrawn from the auction and returned to the pawn shop. That way you won't have to pay for it. In return, I'll offer you some compensation. It may not be much, but it's all I can manage. Please.
Mom, please don't cry.
She has bear ears.
Your story might be genuine, but your intention is not. Besides, this has nothing to do with me. Your misfortune is not my concern.
Young lady, you don't look like you're struggling for money. How can you be so cold-hearted?
Saying you can't struggle... You don't have to be not struggling for money to not buy shit, you know?
I'm sure this refined individual here feels the same way.
You're on your own, buddy. Huh?
Are you referring to me?
Yes, you. If you're willing, could you please...
I mean, maybe the father was a bear
The auction is about to
with
start.
stronger genes
I'm not
with a
sure how
phenotype.
it gained entry, but I'm sure you don't want to be driven out with your daughter. And you? Here's a little piece of advice. Don't let your sympathy easily sway you in an auction like this. Otherwise, you might get swindled. I'm Vivian, by the way.
Yeah, okay, see ya.
The auction will begin shortly. Please make your way to the
Oh, we're actually in Lumina. You can see it. What am I gonna... Am I gonna actually be able to buy something? Yep. Specifically, that character model for NPCs has been used as like a bad guy in like 3 different stories. The Harumasa one, the Kami North one. Oh boy. I've seen this being described to me in black screen.
He may be from the Ravenlock family, but he's been entering the lottery in secret. Maybe he's not as well off as I thought.
Ugh, what rotten luck. I didn't expect to see you here. I won't back down this time.
Aren't you that bigwig from the Ravenlock clan?
This is the same thing I said before.
This is the top auction in the industry. I really don't know how you got an invitation, but I doubt it was through legitimate means.
You seem a bit hesitant. His accusation isn't true, is it?
His?
You should just give up already. I'm dead set on getting this item.
Mock him.
Let's see who comes out on top in the end. A Ravenlock losing to a commoner like us. It wouldn't look good, would it?
I mean, I also told him that I was part of Mockingbird.
You're right. So for the honor of the Ravenlocks, I can't lose!
Trying to provoke him backfired.
This is working.
Okay. Let's not rush into inflating the price.
Let's make a deal. You can have the artwork, and in return, I want 30% of the transaction price in Denny's.
30%? That's outrageous! I'd sooner toss those Denny's in the river than hand them over to you!
I admire your ambition, but you're being a bit too greedy.
I think literally every option I've chosen in the story mission has been incorrect.
You're really stubborn, huh? Is it really worth arguing over such a small collectible?
Can they go back to mocking him?
Sure is. The money in our pocket is our biggest advantage. Host, I'm raising the bid.
Price is way more than it's worth. Forget it, I'm out.
I mean, I only raised the price.
But it's still acceptable.
I only raised the price once, and I didn't even double it. Was that really a bad price?
Congratulations on your winning bid. Though, in my opinion, its aesthetic style is a bit... out of its time.
What was the item? Was it the golden bang boo on the toilet?
But as long as you like it, that's what matters.
The next item is truly exceptional. The
Boom,
final
boom,
creation
clap.
of a legendary artist, the only one of its kind in all of New Eridu. The artist's tale is quite fascinating.
Sure, this isn't
In his lifetime, his works were discovered by art collectors after his death and became hugely
That's definitely not what it is.
Because of this, authentic works are few and far between, making each one incredibly precious. And this stunning final piece, without further ado, let's get started! Starting bid, 200 million Denny!
If I can get it for under 500 million, I can still turn a profit. 300 million!
If I'm not mistaken, Wise, isn't that the item the woman asked Vivian to bid on?
Yeah, that's the one. If our budget allows, perhaps we should.
1 billion.
Even if his final piece is a collectible of this quality, starting at $1 million right off the bat. Since she doesn't have to earn her own money, any bid is just a number to her.
Was that Vivian? Wow, she just said, don't let your sympathy sway you, then went ahead and bid anyways.
She's just a distraction, probably, to steal this shit.
Yeah, but she can literally afford not to take her own advice.
Oh, this elegantly dressed lady certainly has refined taste and deep pockets. So, is anyone ready to challenge this young lady? Invest in the legacy of a talented artist who left us too soon.
No.
Advise against it. I'm going to bid on this no matter the price, Tina.
This young lady is certainly very confident. Going 3 times. Sold!
Oh, it doesn't even give you the option.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the first half of the auction.
The first, are there only 2 items or 3?
Please feel free to
I guess.
unwind in the lounge for a bit.
It's just a box.
The coffee here is drinkable.
Why?
It's the guy from the posters.
Drinkable.
You said that already.
You have a strange look on your face.
200 million.
Despite her ruthless exterior, she's
1
actually
billion.
very kind-hearted. Though you wouldn't dare.
200 billion.
Not at all. That's not I'm thinking.
You're not being honest, and I don't appreciate deceit.
I'm gonna keep lying to you.
Just to clarify, I didn't assist that woman out of kindness. Nor do I plan on giving up the item I just purchased, because it's nothing more than a common scam.
A scam? So you're saying that woman is a con artist?
They'll tell you a tragic story, begging you to help bid on a collectible at a high price. They promise a reward and guarantee the item will be withdrawn from the auction, so you think you won't have to pay anything. But the reality is, once you bid, the deal is done.
Yeah, okay.
So, why did you still bid on the item?
I really enjoyed the story of that legendary artist. Art, at its essence, sells stories, doesn't it?
Did you just say it was worthless?
I'm willing to pay the price for the stories I choose.
So it's not worthless.
That's another lie.
Yeah.
I didn't really believe you.
Let me give you another piece of advice. People often
Okay, I don't like her.
Sometimes, what you can't see is the real truth.
Oh, the kid probably isn't even her kid. All right, that's a good deduction. That's true. I actually didn't think about that.
I hope next time you'll accept my invitation. I'll see you soon.
Okay, weirdo.
The second half of the auction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back.
What is this? Pompey's jacket?
Up next in our auction is tonight's showpiece, the one-of-a-kind Robe of Heroes. Legend has it that long ago, this was a garment that only a hero could wear.
Look at the fucking expression on this guy.
What's truly fascinating is the
And this super evil motherfucker standing behind everyone.
almost magical.
Sacrifice core. What? Why was it just handed to me? Is it my workbench now? I don't recognize this design. It has a little arrow on it though.
Wise, that gem's probably what we're looking for.
It kind of looks like it.
Important item, yet it's just there on a piece of clothing, completely unprotected.
How gaudy.
This auction sure is busy. There's people of all sorts, whether they belong or not.
Robe of Heroes. What a tacky name. Nonetheless, I'll secure it. In the name of the Ravenlock family.
Yes, I see it. Seems authentic. Of course. I'll keep an eye on it.
I didn't expect this to drag on so long.
The music balancing might just be my problem, but it's really overwhelming, that guy's voice.
There is no meaning in continuing this senseless bidding war. Frankly, wasting time irks me more than squandering money.
This guy seems like less of a voice actor than the Sun character.
So, my friend, let's cut to the chase. What did you have in mind?
This man is pretty shrewd. Perhaps a better question should be, what can you offer me?
The ball's in my court now. Good. I enjoy conversing with people of sufficient intelligence.
This is a good line to whip out just when you're talking with someone. Ah, good. I enjoy conversing with people of sufficient intelligence.
There are more antiques in this auction than just the robe. Why rush into this? You might find something else you prefer.
Actually, I know the secrets of that robe.
Really? So there is something more to the robe.
Our opponent seems quite astute, Master Foxy. Let's avoid anything that might raise suspicion.
Am I still messing up?
The Ravenlock family always gets what they desire. With If you have any doubts, feel free to ask around.
I have connections with the police. We could kill you and make it look like an accident.
What a coincidence. I, too, always get what I want.
You're quite confident.
You know when to stand your ground. Well done.
I think that's the first time the dialogue option I chose was like, oh, good job.
My time is valuable, my friend. I've already lost a significant amount of Denny's talking to you.
Fuck off.
I offer you a token of appreciation.
In that case, if I were to give you a hefty sum of Denny's,
No, you.
would you back down?
This is the most effective arguing strategy. See?
I fear my
You took
price
mental
is
damage.
beyond your means. It's been a while since someone dared speak to me like that. All right, since I can't sway you, we'll have to settle this with our financial power. But let me be clear. No matter how high it goes, I won't back down.
That's... I mean, you're gonna have to at some point.
No. Though the mayor gave us a huge sum of Denny's, I have a sinking feeling it won't be enough to outbid this rich jerk.
He's standing right in front of you, Belle.
Thank you, everyone. It appears I'm the final winner of this auction after all.
There were other items on display. He said that there were. But now the auction's over after this one thing. Also, he just has a military dude.
I'll be taking this masterpiece with me. Of course. I must extend my sincere gratitude to all of you.
Damn it, we almost Ugh, Denny grabbing jerks.
Beep beep.
I got a message from Hugo. He wants us to
Duck.
look up.
What happened?
Why'd the lights go out?
Was close.
What's going on? The power went out?
Time for some thieving.
I'm scared.
I'm not your mom, kid.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, he's wearing a stupid fucking crow mask, isn't he? He's literally a catchy. I hate him so much.
welcome to tonight's auction. My apologies for the long and dreary opening.
This is the least disguise you could ever fucking put together. He's literally just wearing a mask and a hat, and everything else is completely the same and easily identifiable.
Losers always have a lot to say.
And he still has the homophobic eyes.
That guy looks familiar.
Is that?
What are you all standing around for? Someone deal with this intruder!
How uncouth. I'm simply here to reclaim what's rightfully mine.
You! When did you?
Well then, tonight.
Oh, wait, he's just teleporting?
I wish you all a lovely evening. Yours truly, Mockingbird.
After him! Catch that thief or forget about getting paid tonight!
Doon, doon, doon. The serious song is getting more serious.
I can't believe he's here. And his target happens to be that core, too.
Or like an actual mask. Or something.
Forgive me, Master Proxy, but that Mockingbird and I have history.
Gay history?
He might find it surprising, but I know him too.
Like, the homophobia eye thing is kind of funny, but it also, like, kind of fits for what they are, because homo being the same, and if you have different eyes, heterochromia. If it is hetero, it's not homo, and so you could just call them homophobic eyes.
You do. I see. So that's how you know him. Years ago, we founded Mockingbird, the Phantom Thieves Syndicate.
Okay. The name drop.
Things started off well. We were young, with naive ideals and lofty goals, and we pursued what we thought was right.
In that car.
And one night, that all changed.
Wait, I didn't read that properly. No.
There may have been signs of what was to come, but no one noticed them at the time, or perhaps we chose to ignore them. Eventually, I left Mockingbird and accepted the olive branch extended by the mayor. The separation was, shall we say, less than amicable. And my dearest friend became my sworn enemy.
Wait, is Lycon his big sister?
Master Proxy, if I may ask, what do you think of Hugo?
A pompous asshole.
Though he helped us before, and he seems pretty nice, I can't help but feel something's off. He's a part of Mockingbird after all.
I mean, you type in car. I mean, I don't remember like the origin of that meme, but it does make sense to me that like the meme would be started by saying like, "Oh wow, that car is homophobic eyes" on like a comment to like a Facebook post of like a cat with heterochromia.
Mockingbird has changed from how we envisioned it. And Hugo too, no, it's nothing. In any case, he is very dangerous. I'm still unsure of his intentions, but we cannot risk letting him have the sacrifice core. Based on my past experiences, I can likely predict the route he'll take to evade his pursuers and escape. However, this path lies within the heart.
Gay experiences?
Master Proxy, can you...
Let's head straight there. I'm feeling super strong.
Illusion of choice number 7.
Very well.
I feel like they just write those in, so then you can't just let the dialogue play all the way through without clicking. Quick, give me fries. Wait, what's it? I never saw that Tater King picture before. It's on the big one as well. You found the original one? Oh, I see. Yeah. Car would have been funnier, honestly. She's fucking running. Laugh like a fucking maniac. What?
When we were still working together, you would often choose routes that were difficult to attack, yet easy to defend. Master Proxy, the layout of the port is complex. Ethereals may jump out from any corner.
I'm wondering what that guy was doing.
Do be extra careful.
So many ethereals. They don't seem to seize him at all. What the?
Though I am loath to admit it, that man is quite formidable.
His fucking running animation.
Goodbye, my friends.
What? Just jump over it. This is the same guy that made like the fucking building jump to the blimp, and he's just like, oh, I don't know, that's a pretty big container in the way. I'd have to climb all the way down and then back up the other side. Now let's just go backwards a while, find the fucking replacement control thing. In a gay way.
That's one of Hugo's weapons. Make sure to avoid it. Stand still. It may look like a coin, but it's actually a dart. This is extremely familiar with this place.
Dude, isn't like the one thing about Hollows is that they're constantly changing?
Dragging this out will only be to our disadvantage. Let's proceed through here post-haste. Stay calm now. Stand still. The mechanism here isn't damaged. It's still functioning normally.
So don't do that one.
Something's not right. It feels too easy, almost as if it let us through on purpose.
You gonna hit us with a fucking bulldozer? Rolled roller, da? Who's operating the crane? We'd also go a bit faster if we didn't insist on killing every single ethereal we came across. He's clearly not doing that.
Stay calm now. This must be the right way. Not to worry, Master Proxy. We'll be able to catch up to him soon. It should be this way. Are they from the auction? Back then, Hugo would typically return, and as his partner, I'd be responsible. I'm unsure if he has a partner now.
Well, Phantom Thieves usually have partners, right?
Is Persona 5 just a game that exists in this universe?
True. That could make things trickier. Regardless, Master Proxy, let's steer clear of those Hollow Ridders. Although I'm confident in my ability to defeat them, our main focus now is locating Hugo.
Oh, I was like, why did the fucking stream elements thing pop up? That's only supposed to pop up if there's 2 people in chat, but now it counted that one ViewBot selling account I had to ban.
Stay calm now. He should be nearby.
Long time no see, traitor.
not me.
You haven't changed.
Just kill him, Lycone.
Self-righteous.
Beyond reason.
Both of you!
Seriously, Belle? What the fuck?
Master Proxy. Are you all right, Master Proxy?
Why did she think
Any injuries?
fucking Hugo would stop? She had no reason to.
I'm fine. I just forgot I was an Eos.
Rest assured, manager. I'll never point my weapon at my allies. As for that oath, he has no sense of.
He literally just stopped himself from killing you a second ago.
On his own comrades.
I'd thank you not to spread lies.
What are you denying?
Thought we were in for a tough day, but it seems we struck gold in the end.
Oh, did Sakura do that? I never watched Naruto.
You better hand over all
Didn't it have something like fucking 700 episodes?
valuables you've got.
I actually tried watching the sequel series, but I stopped after like 6 episodes. And then, I don't know, it's been a few years. I haven't even looked at any kind of anime in a while.
Cut the crap. It's been a rough day, and we need something to make it right. Whatever your business is, pay your dough or bite the dust.
Pay our dough. This is the Hollow. Not even the current mayor of New Eridu would dare to make that assertion. Am I correct? Mr. Mayflower Watchdog.
You sure have a mouth on you, pretty boy. Don't push it. We've buried idiots like you in the Hollow before, and soon you'll be joining them.
I'd urge you to reconsider.
Huh?
Unfortunately, your kind advice has come too late. They've already worn my patience thin.
The only character I liked was Rock Lee.
Help me!
Scared? Then perhaps you should think twice before you act. You've made your bed. Now lie in it.
Sorry! I'm so sorry! Please have mercy!
What happened? He deals with them off screen.
Spare us! We won't do it again!
Yeah, I think there was a similar thing for One Piece. But I was convinced to go so far into One Piece. Like, it was on Netflix. And I'm like, there's nothing to watch on Netflix. I guess I'll give this a shot. And I got so far, like 200 or 300 episodes, and I'm like, when does it get good? Like, fuck. I know it's like a 900 episode thing, and people are like, oh, well, all the build-up leads up to some incredible payoff. I don't have the time, dude. It's not like One Piece was bad, it was just okay. Like, it did a bunch of the tropes, but, like, I mean, I know that it started a bunch of the tropes, but they're tropes nonetheless.
They weren't planning to show you any mercy, yet you forgive them so easily. You haven't changed at all over the years, Lycon. To hell with you and your foolish fantasies of being some almighty savior. Haven't you learned your lesson from what happened with your eye and legs?
My principles remain unshaken. No one has the right to take another's life.
Sinners deserve punishment. Do you know how many lives they've taken? I'm merely delivering the justice the world needs.
So this motherfucker is Kira now?
It is not our place to pass judgment. I know I will not sway you. There's no point in continuing this argument. I will stop you. I always will.
Go ahead and try.
Back when I was like really into anime, when I was in like freshman year of high school, I watched some like fucking straight up garbage all the way to completion, and I was just like, that was terrible. I'd never watch that again. Like I watched most of Fairy Tail, and then it just got progressively worse. El Noah Zero had like one of the best first episodes I've ever seen, and then every other episode sucked. But it had music by Hiroyuki Sawano, so I stuck with it till the end.
I will defeat you. I always will. Be prepared to kneel before me.
You talk too much.
It's like a Metal Gear Rising boss. I'm a stun unit. You're a DPS unit. It's not fair. Butler Boo, hit him with a pancake.
I'd advise against trusting anyone from the Mayflower family.
Really? Do you two have to do this now?
What, Bell's treating them like this is a Yakuza ally fight.
My apologies, dear man. But I'm itching to teach him a lesson.
This really does feel like a Yakuza fight.
Stay calm.
It was initially pretty cool. They had a guy who was like the highest ranked in power, but like all of his power came from like staffs that he made instead of just innate power like fucking everyone else. And he had like a really cool fight with like one of the like the actual strongest guy who kind of like turned on the group. But then they added a bunch of dumb shit and the characters got weird and fan servicey. It was decline for sure.
Worry not. Mastery of my skills will come in time. But there's something more important I would like to teach you. Something about faith.
Just fucking basic furry Lycon. Is Jack the mayor? No, wait, is this fucking Jack Bringer? Excuse me?
Does a phantom thief even need faith?
Of course. What else would we fight for?
For wealth, fame, and power to stand at the top, so nothing and no one can imprison us.
It was, but it just got so bad.
What everyone desires.
Just like fucking Goblin Slayer, like... I get that they were just doing like a shock first episode, but I expected them to like keep up at least some of the brutality. And then it turned into a fucking harem anime. Like, what the fuck? That's so done.
Or perhaps
I did like the theme song a lot though, but that's thanks to Millie, not the show.
and empty, like justice, dreams of friendship. Hilarious. Grow up, Lycon. It's time to let go of your naive fantasies of being some almighty savior.
Like, the charm was supposed to be he's just this, like, psychopathic lunatic who's devoted his entire life to killing goblins in the most efficient way possible. And they're like, oh, how about you fight some things that aren't goblins? How about we give you a party of 6 people, and we have every female character just, like, fucking grovel at the feet of this autistic psychopath, yeah.
You just don't get it.
Alright, enough squabbling. What I'm trying to teach
The
you
dude
is
had negative
fearless.
charisma, and that was the point.
I may not walk the path of justice, but I do not walk the path of evil. There's too much injustice in this world. And there are times when it becomes necessary to right those wrongs with unconventional methods. Taking lives, however, is out of the question. Life is a precious gift, one one that nobody has the right to steal. No one should have the authority to judge whether another lives or dies. Keep that in mind.
I will.
You don't seem convinced, Hugo.
As you mentioned, this world is unjust. That's why we must strive to bring fairness to this world. Those who cause harm should face consequences, just as those who take lives should. But not all lives hold the same value. Sometimes, you may need to eliminate one if it means saving more.
You're too proud. Your pride may lead you astray.
I didn't realize that.
I'll determine for myself what's fair and unfair.
Did they think we wouldn't know? This is a flashback.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Young Lycone.
Jack, you'd be dead already.
You're a smart kid, Hugo. Skilled too. You could easily take the life of a sinner. However, what if...
Why isn't Jack young? Is it because current Jack is dead?
What if that so-called sinner were innocent? Could you bring them back to life?
I wouldn't make that mistake.
Nuh-uh.
To err is human. Everyone is bound to make mistakes. It's good you are open with your thoughts. I just don't want your troubled past to weigh you down, because your hatred doesn't define you. It only eats away at you.
What's wrong, Lycon? You've been quiet for a while now.
My apologies, Master Proxy. I was just reminded of some past memories. Before Hugo and I founded Mockingbird, we had a mentor, Jack. He took us under his wing when we were in dire straits, but Hugo didn't agree with his viewpoints.
Okay, I'll admit. I've been itching to ask. Why did you two split up?
Parentheses, gay.
Mockingbird faced numerous triumphs, but also setbacks, and one of them was a disastrous one.
Hugo. You...
Did he steal the glove from that lady?
Was this you? All this?
Don't ask a question like that, what the fuck?
So what if it was?
He's just been drinking and killing people.
Planning this all along? You bury all these lives in the name of vengeance?
They deserve to die, especially my so-called father. I should have killed him a long time ago.
Oh, those are his parents.
Long time ago. You know what, Lycon? There's some people whose only purpose in life is to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes murder is what brings justice back into this world. And for that, I must stain these...
He's literally just a mixture of Akechi and Kira.
Enough! I can't trust anything you say anymore. I'm leaving Mockingbird, now!
Also, just having like a normal outfit and then a fucking choker collar with spikes on it is kind of weird.
Where are you going?
Anywhere. Someone from the Mayflowers got in touch with me before.
Are you mad? You know what those hypocrites in city administration are like. They're no different from tops. We fought them together all this time, and now you're leaving to serve as their lapdog. Are you going to turn your back on Mockingbird? Turn your back on me.
What was the punching sound?
The mayor is different from the others. But it doesn't matter. I'm not going to even try convincing you. As your friend, I'll give you one last piece of advice. Please, stop here. Otherwise the day will come where your hatred and ambition will consume you.
How'd you lose your fucking eye and legs? Did he hit you with a train?
My apologies, Master Proxy, that Hugo came from a powerful family, and his relationship with them was always strained. After shouldering a mountain of injustice, Hugo ran away from home, and That setback that Mockingbird suffered turned out to be intimately connected to his family. I had thought it was just a normal mission, when in fact he was plotting revenge. He took advantage of me and everyone else there. I do not mean to pass judgment on him and his decision, but I refuse to accept a partner who is willing to trample over other people's lives for their own desires. Perhaps his family left a mark on him that continues to influence him to this day. In any case, Hugo still has the sacrifice core.
A pleasure to speak with you again.
So you failed, and you lost all my money too? On a fucking toilet toy?
Lycon has already filled me in on Mockingbird stealing the sacrifice core. I'll deal with it.
Anything else we can do to help?
No. You've done well. It's just
You fucked up.
for you to get involved in what's to come.
We've been through far more dangerous situations.
Really, I appreciate your kindness. It's just... Very well. Seeing as you're all people I know I can trust, I'm going to be frank.
Frank is the mayor?
Not long ago, I received a letter declaring criminal intent.
Oh my fucking god. Of course.
Sir.
Lycon, I know you don't want to place them in danger. I feel the same way. However, I believe they deserve to know the truth. That letter threatened to use a sacrifice to take vengeance against the entire city of New Eridu.
Oh. I thought that was the calling card.
What do you mean by vengeance?
I believe the person, or the organization, who sent the letter is planning to use the sacrifice to mount a large-scale attack against the city. Everything we've uncovered so far, as you know, the sacrifice's true power is a mystery and cannot be controlled. This is no small issue. If this gets out, it'll send the public into a panic.
Then let us help out.
But, it's like I said before, it'll be too dangerous for you. Whichever way you look at it, you're still citizens of New Eridu. Plus, Carol would be furious with me if I put you in danger. Anyway, I'm not at liberty to discuss this matter any further.
That's right. Master Proxy, please trust us.
So that'll be all for today.
Some people are already level 60 in this game somehow.
You're not late this time. That's commendable.
But you can just choose. You- Oh, dude, this is another funny thing. I'm gonna save this image. There, I don't know, put it on that server, I don't know. Can't spend quality time with someone I'm engaged in important engaged in an important mission. Yeah. Oh, they're gonna say it's not ridiculous by just acknowledging that it's silly. Yeah, fuck it. Well, I guess we can keep going. The police station has a really cool theme. It's one of those songs I saved on YouTube before they put them on Spotify. I think this is a place you can go before the Jane Doe update.
You're here.
Organ trafficking. Again? So Yuko's been doing the organ trafficking? Or he's been killing the people related to organ trafficking? Alright, that wasn't helpful. Oh, so they're explaining how he became so fucking strange. Memory issues. Did he remember he's a terrible person? Wait, is this isn't the fucking Death Note, is it? He touches the book to get his memories back, and he can completely drain himself of them to go do Kira shit. Or to pretend to not be Kira, and then go do Kira shit once he gets it back. Hopper. There's a dog somewhere around. His name is Fried Chicken. He's the best dog. Yeah. He's got a little name over his head that says Fried Chicken. What? She said she was busy.
Today's training.
What? The weight of a tape. Yeah, this is government issued name. Is it gonna be Sometimes they have this game to like reactivate Bang Boos, but it doesn't play the music.
All right, let's get started.
Comic? Nope. Sound only.
I'm probably not getting out of this hollow, but at least this tape recorder still works. Let's say these are my last words. I gave away my anti-corruption equipment to save those civilians, so I'm not in good shape.
Oh, is he gonna get refined on camera?
Unfortunately, we came up against a horde of ethereals right after that. I rushed over to fight them off and tried to save the civilians, but in the thick of all the fighting, I turned back and realized that I was somehow alone. Nobody was behind me. Luckily,
Doesn't sound like that. And it seems like he just became a religious zealot after seeing a miracle.
Are you okay, Jiyuan?
Thanks. I'm okay. It's just, even though we had our suspicions, now that everything is out in the open, I can't help but feel a little... Well, at least now I know the reason why he changed.
What did Bringer see during the recording?
I saw the mission report from that incident. Plus, I remember him rescuing a few civilians and walking out of the hollow together with them.
So you found the civilians after?
But if that's the case, then it's at odds with the audio we heard.
It's possible that both are true. Like if Bringer actually met a real god that completely healed his body and helped him save the others.
And that's why his mood changed so much. Why he started believing the Exaltists. Because he witnessed a miracle.
That sounds like a reasonable speculation at this point.
But it still exceeds the limits of what we know.
In any case, it's a clue that ultimately points to the Exaltists.
Do the Exaltists even have a name before this chapter? I'd never heard that before.
I've been waiting for you for quite some time.
Why?
We meet again, Master. I imagine you've already managed to gain about some people who wish to use
Mm-hmm.
How do you even know about that? Because I've been watching you this entire time. I know many things. But unlike those hypocrites, I need to find Bringer's belongings.
Bringer's belongings?
Oh, he did. All the more reason for you to work with me. Find it, and we'll finally know what they are after.
He's always been
What do you
creepy.
mean by they? The Exaltists, of course. Actually, the Exaltists and I. But no more
Shared
than that
history.
until you officially agree to work with me.
No.
I'm still not sure. What's not to be sure about? By the way, might I ask? Well, that's not really what proxies do. As I
She does have evil eyes, even though they're not homophobic.
You're an invaluable proxy. I mean, not even my darling Lord Phaethon can fight in the hollows. Hang on. What? That's right. The best proxy in all of New Eridil. Lord Phaethon.
Oh, so they are playing into the fucking... She doesn't know that they're Phaethon angle.
Don't tell me you don't like him. It's not
Illusion of
that I
choice
don't
8?
like him. It's just...
No? Or actual choice?
Well, if it's not that you don't like him, then that means you do like him, right? Great, you're a fan of Lord Phaethon too. But that makes sense. All of New Eridu ought to be fans of Lord Phaethon. Fine. Then we're fellow fans. Oh my. Once I start talking about Lord Phaethon, I just can't help myself.
Yeah, why are you here? But... Huh? Oh. Go to Blazewood? Hugo. This time. Oh, she's also like ether type character. So she might have been like fucking given ether powers by the Exaltists to refine her. Zuyuan gets all her ether from her fucking guns. technically Phaethon hasn't like done anything for like months and months because the username got hacked and they had to make a new account that's been doing all the same things. Oh, it's Anby.
Proxy, you're here too.
I didn't expect to run into you here.
What are you two doing here? And is that a new look I see, Ambi? I'm here to investigate that incident. I've recently dug up some clues about the person behind the operation, but my key contact is ultra cautious and keeps demanding me to prove my identity.
Why is she not responding to this girl at all?
So, to gain her trust, I decided to meet her dressed like this, now that everything is completely finished. This uniform doesn't really represent anything in particular. For me, it's just another outfit now. We all have to move on someday.
I'm helping her. I want to make sure whoever's behind all this is caught. And who's this young lady?
What?
Her name's Vivian. She's my friend. We're here investigating a few things ourselves.
Ambi, one of the Cunning Hair's most powerful members. And Trigger, an Opal Squad sniper. It's an honor to make your acquaintance.
I dislike her voice.
You know us?
Looks like someone's done our homework.
You two are practically celebrities.
I see. Seems you're handling your work well.
Let's prepare to enter the Hollow.
You're going into a hollow? Yeah, that's right. I've recovered quite a bit lately.
This lady.
Aren't you that lady from before at the auction?
Hello.
Huh? Uh-huh.
Vivian, are you alright? What's wrong, Vivian? Are you...
It's nothing. I just drifted off for a moment there.
Wait, was that the actual lady, or...?
So then,
Huh?
what are you doing here?
Is that lady... Oh, no, she's there.
I'm not here to scam you.
Don't tell me.
Huh?
You're my contact for intel?
That's me. Ambi from Silver Squad. Alright. I'm going to
You're not looking so good.
I can tell you later, but not right now.
So why would the fucking war flashback trauma suddenly crying thing trigger the second time she sees this lady?
Okay, that's all the information I got for you. In return, take me into the Hollow.
Seeing as we were just about to go.
It's fine by me.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Huh? Yeah.
It'll be safer with more.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, the child could be hers. It was calling her mommy when the lights went out. You just don't need to bring your fucking child to your secret agent information exchange. That doesn't make that makes as much sense as bringing your child into the Oval Office. Hello? No. Not gonna explain anything? I just watched this. Old basic. 25 purge points. Okay, so it calls those aftershocks as well, okay. Stun damage multiplier. Which remains effective even when the target is not stunned? No, no, no. That's not... The damage multiplier it only... So the multiplier raises when they're not stunned, but it's not like you can deal more damage to them before they're stunned. Without consuming purge and with no consuming... No cooldowns. Okay, so there's normally a cooldown.
What is it that you all plan to do here?
Leave it to me, Andy. Recalibrating.
We are here to look for something too. Something extremely important. New Erica's future may well depend on it.
Adjusting for wind. That was easy.
Move behind me.
Oh, I mean, I guess it doesn't make sense that you would teleport to the enemies, but going from sniper range to melee range when they're across the fucking map.
Time to focus. Ether vision activated.
Trigger shots aren't even triggering the stuns. Like it brings the stun bar to max, but then it doesn't trigger a chain attack.
What exactly is it that you're investigating?
Yeah. Even though I have 2 limited electric stun units and 1 non-limited electric stun unit, all built, I'm going to get trigger anyway.
One shot, one kill.
What I'm investigating has something to do with it.
Because she's cool. Look at this, all this fucking bullshit on the screen, dude. I can't tell what direction's up anymore.
I'll take recalibrating. Straight on cue. Time to focus fire.
Okay, so you can't trigger the stun attack or chain attack with basics. You have to trigger the stun with skill, and then you can use the chain attack.
Keep up the pressure.
This is the place.
You've been here the whole time.
So, what is it that you're looking for?
A ring. Please, could you all help me find it?
Sure. I'll go with you. I'll stay here with her then.
Thanks, but you don't have to worry about me. I know it might sound strange, but I'll be so happy if my daughter grows up to be capable like you.
Oh. Did these two have a past or something? Was she a fucking exaltist? Oh. Oh. How did you fucking lose your wedding ring in the hollow? Money.
There's leftover food here. I don't want to imagine what's inside the bag.
Food.
A toy that seems emotionally stable. There shouldn't be a ring hidden in it.
Emotionally stable capybara plush. On sale now.
It's pretty cute.
Food.
It's a fancy lunchbox?
What the hell is going on here?
I wonder if its owner is safe and sound.
Reaching and looking like a jerry can.
What's wrong, Vivian? You seemed worried for a while now.
We've been set up.
I'm worried about Savannah. Time to forget. The location should still be safe. Wait. I'm on it. I hope so.
Wait, didn't she say that she'd stay behind with her? Why did she come with? We clearly got it covered.
Adjusting for wind.
Money. Oh.
Her vital signs are gone.
What happened? I guess this was her final scam.
What? What? Huh?
There's one thing I must remind you. Your time is running out.
I'm not sure how you can tell, but you're right. I'm going to die in here. That's my plan.
Oh, that's why she had the fucking trauma flashback tears.
I'm very sick and don't have much
It's
longer.
That's So Raven.
If I try to get treatment, it'll just be a burden on my daughter. So I scam my way through a bunch of physical exams and managed to take out a hollow corruption policy through Ravenlock Insurance.
Uh-huh. Why would you choose those people?
Once some time has passed, could you please take my corrupted body out of the hollow? It's only what the Ravenlocks owe me. A pity, yes. But it's the only way I can squeeze it out of them.
What makes you think that will help you?
I just trust you will.
Basically. Except the Phantom Thief is more of the fucking... whatever the fucking catch he was.
It's something I must do.
A pawn.
If it's okay, could you also please pass a message to Mira for me?
Well, he was more rage-filled than just like a normal pawn.
Tell her, don't worry. Thank you.
You could have written like a letter or some shit.
She was betting that we'd help her.
So, you were aware of this the whole time?
Then why did you drag 2 other people?
Yes. Because I saw it. You might not believe me, but I've had this ability to see the future since I was a little girl. But the things I see are always something bad. Plagues, deaths, disasters.
What's the theme song like? It's like, you'd think that life would be a breeze.
That's all
or something.
I've ever been able to see.
It's been a while. I was more into Corey in the house anyway.
It's all that kid's fault. She's seriously jinxed.
I always try to avoid her. Otherwise, she'll say something rotten that ends up coming true again.
The Masked Fools.
She says, like she's not the one bringing the bad luck upon us.
It wasn't me. Sorry.
What
good as saying you're sorry.
How unlucky. She shouldn't be here.
If only she would just disappear.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's why she was saying stuff like, "Do you believe in faith?"
Every time.
Fate.
Every time it's the same. In the end, there's nothing I can change.
But why is she a faith in fangirl?
I wonder whether it's me predicting these things. Or if my very existence is manifesting these calamities.
The pinnacle of collaboration of cinematic universes before the Avengers was what was it? The Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, or That's So The Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. It had all the characters come into the same episode.
Vivian, it's not your fault. You were just trying to be kind and warn them about impending disasters.
Sad.
I can tell it's never been easy for you.
Thank you. No matter what.
They also had the
Finally gets to rest in peace.
the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
I hope no misfortune, whatever happens to anyone.
we're just sitting here just talking next to the corpse. You're just standing here with their arms at our side.
Proxy, do you believe that the future can be changed?
Silly person, the future is constantly in a state of being changed. You like irreversibly change the state of the world every time you do anything involving more than just yourself. You ever think about, like, I don't know, if your gacha luck would have been different if
Adjusting for wind. Light 'em up.
you would take in, like,
Time to focus.
a red light or a green light slightly faster. Like if you arrived at your destination a quarter second earlier, like your mind would have been in a different state. You would have been thinking about other things. You would have pulled the trigger a little bit later or earlier than you did. And like every time you mildly inconvenience somebody, like you make them move to the sidewalk, like to the left on the sidewalk, like they're getting to where they were going like another millisecond later or something, and they might be thinking about something else. And butterfly effect, you know. Ironically, fate only exists in fucking story mediums like the one this game is creating.
Increase firepower. My bullets are one with the wind. Down strategy. Loyalty. The target's weary. Ether vision activate.
Yeah, she's ether vision. Why is she a electric type unit? I guess it's just to go with Anby.
I think
should take that lady out of the hollow. You guys go on.
Yeah, actually earlier this week, I had one of my, or there was like the St. Patrick's Day parade, and we were gonna hang out at one of my friend's place who like lives pretty close to it. But I overslept, and I was like gonna get there late, and they called me and they're like, "Oh, we're actually gonna move to this other friend's place to continue like playing games and stuff or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll meet you guys there." And then I drive all the way out to his apartment, which is like, I don't know, 15 minutes? No. It's like 25, 30 minutes away. And I get there, I'm like, "Oh, did I beat you guys here?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, we did." And I was like, "Yeah, my GPS doesn't think of his apartment like is the correct, like is a place on the map, and I need to go around the location and then use my phone to GPS navigate." And he was like, "Oh, I meant we were gonna continue like hanging out at his parents' place, which is like 5 minutes away from where I live." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to drive all the way there, huh?" So I did. And then he apologized when I got there, and I was like, I would only be upset if for some reason I got in a car accident that wouldn't have happened had I not had to go out of my way to drive there and back.
Thank you. She gave us the intel we needed. I hope everything else goes well for you.
What happened to her daughter? Parentless.
Master Proxy, is there anything you'd like to know?
Can you tell me a little more about
It's a really long story.
No.
These premonitions I see are not within my control. Most of the time, I see death, disease, accidents,
Non-fatal mutilations.
but every time, without exception, they end up happening. And I can never prevent or change them. That's all I have to say about it.
I don't mind at all. That's just who you are, Vivian.
I've always considered this ability as a curse.
Illusion of choice number 10.
It's not a curse.
Thank you. Well, it's getting late. Looks like it isn't in here.
Yep, that's an orphan. You called an orphan a plant. A part of a scam.
Strange. There's nothing in here.
Chewy coffee. I do it again also. You just pan over to Hugo doing shit.
This is it. But I don't know what these markings on it mean.
Well, hello, Master Proxy. Oh, don't give me that scandalized look. I
would have protected the proxy.
I'm sure of it, but I happen to be in the area.
Hang on. Did you say companion?
Illusion of choice 11.
Apologies. I didn't have a chance to mention it before. I'm actually part of the Phantom Thieves Syndicate.
That's right. I was only able to slip in during the auction.
What? If it's related to tragedy, did someone like fucking die during the auction?
So, the whole time
I warned you before.
Don't worry, Master Proxy. As you've probably heard, Mockingbird is a renowned So, disclosing our identity.
But Lycon said that you're very dangerous.
Then I imagine he's also told you about some of our past. And I'm sure you know that
I guess.
in a complex situation like ours, you shouldn't listen to either side over the other. Mockingbird's purpose is very simple, really. To form long-standing and cooperative relationships.
We need your abilities.
Before you make any decisions, please. We all know there isn't anything in this world that's fair. A prime example being the uneven distribution of wealth.
Yeah, I mean, she would have to have talked to like the girl daughter person beforehand, but maybe it was just the misfortune of the bidder that we harassed.
Have to gamble with their own lives just to get by.
You're a murderer.
Of course. Besides wealth, there's also an unequal distribution in this world of happiness and suffering. Somebody has to do something to tilt the balance of the scales. And thus Mockingbird was born. We take from those who have far more than they deserve and give it to those who deserve to have more. If you ask me.
I guess.
You do have a point.
Thank you. However, aside from these philosophical considerations, we also have a crisis on our hands to deal with.
Philosophical crisis. Is murder okay? Why?
As you know, the Exaltists are plotting to use the power of sacrifice to launch an attack on all of New Eridu. We can provide you with all the latest intel, just like that notebook you found. And the most crucial part of this whole game, the sacrifice core, is currently in my possession. We share the same goal for the moment.
I need an adult.
How about this? If he's got the support of the mayor's office behind him, and his presence alone is enough to keep me in check. Of course, you're welcome to bring some other friends along.
Those are my only other friends.
Well, if you're willing to let my friends come along.
Great. It's a deal.
This is a tracking device.
Consider it a souvenir.
For now, we'll carefully look through the contents of that notebook.
Or a bug, or something obviously not a thing you'd want to hang on to. Oh my god, dude, if after that flashback, every other, like, thing that Hugo said had, like, the parentheses, adults, it would be perfect. Oh. We play as Twink Vampire Man. Look at his fucking... He has the same color scarf. It's on his tie, and it wraps around, and then goes below his coat jacket, and like, what the... What? Man, last time I got to control somebody in this situation, I was allowed to interact with shit. Why even give me control of this character? Oh, you're in the past, so you can tell because there's a sepia filter. Get out of my way. When the musician's third string breaks, the gatekeeper whispers in which hand hides the coin. The underworld ferryman. Huh? LARPing. He's carrying stuff, so he's probably the right guy. Nah. I'm out of options. Huh? What the fuck? So Harmon's gonna recognize him immediately. What the fuck? This kid is like, alright. If we join Tops, we can seize the means of production and fucking melt the city down for all it's worth. And build it in our image. Jesse, you're 13. Hello, arrogant man.
How about it? Not bad. Let me be honest with you. I have the sacrifice core that you're after. I am Mockingbird.
So it's you. I never thought you'd be so bold as to come see me alone.
Relax, my friend. As you know, if I can sneak into such a heavily guarded auction, then naturally, I can just as easily slip away right now. I'm here with the sincere intention to seek cooperation. I can give you that sacrifice core.
And what do you want in return?
Wealth, glory, power. The things everyone else in the world wants, I want them too. And I'm confident that as the current heir to the Ravenlock family, those are all things you can give me.
Then you've certainly come to the right place. My family is working on a big project. If things come to fruition, Ravenlock's status in Tops will significantly improve. At which point, I'll be sure to leave a spot for you. Naturally, as an outsider, you're precluded from handling any of our core business. But profits from the scraps alone will be enough to set you up for life.
Mr. Hartman, I think you've misunderstood me. I have no intention of joining the Ravenlock family. In fact, I have an art gallery under my name that does pretty well for itself. I was hoping you could recommend me for Tops.
You want to join Tops? That's easier said than done. Even for a family like ours, it would still require significant effort and...
Just answer me yes or no.
I understand. Yes, you have my word. But in exchange, you'll have to give me the sacrifice core first.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't. I've already hidden it somewhere safe. A place nobody else but me knows. You don't want to put all your chips on the table when dealing with tops. I know that far too well.
Then that means I also need to keep an eye out when working with the infamous Mockingbird, right?
Mr. Hartman, I should remind you that I stand before you undisguised.
He's saying the same fucking thing.
Never publicly revealed his identity. If I betray you, then you merely need to lift a finger to wipe me from the face of this world.
You do make a valid point there.
I appreciate
You can kill me whenever, trust me. Oh, I guess.
Why don't we celebrate our new partnership with a toast?
He poisoned the wine.
Having a drink before undertaking anything important is a family tradition. It's good luck.
As an outsider, it's a real honor.
I actually do appreciate how they bothered to give an NPC an actual, like, character model.
By the way, you aren't the only member of your organization, are you?
You don't have to worry about that. I'll make sure she agrees. Otherwise, I'll get rid of her too.
Oh, it's just a two-man organization.
Things done. All right, let's leave it at that for today.
That's him! He's the one who killed Serena!
Who?
She was the only one who was ever any good to him, right? That's how he repays her?
What is that?
That's why they say once a mongrel, always a mongrel. Just look into his eyes.
Oh, it's Hugo Young, he's returned.
Serena had been ranking ahead of him. Hugo must have poisoned her water so he could pass her.
Pure evil. Typical for an impure bloodline. He should have been kicked out ages ago.
Hugo, did you do all this?
Yes, it was me.
Hugo Young.
I killed her.
He admitted it! Father, he must be expelled!
He has no right to live under the same roof as us.
Why don't we reunite him with Serena then? Nobody would ever know.
Hugo, well done. My children, how many times have I told you before? In this world, only the most ruthless, cruel, and unscrupulous of people ever make it to the top. Like Hugo here, who was willing to murder his only true loved one without a second thought. Only someone with the means and the gumption to do
Gumption
that
mentioned.
is qualified to be my heir.
But I...
It's all over now, and the results are obvious. The winner of this month's assessment is Hugo. As for the rest of you, go to the usual place for the punishment you deserve.
Father! For this, I was number one.
As I've told you before, there's only room for one winner in this family. You're still a loser, even if it's by the smallest margin. And there's no reason for a loser to exist. This is all for your own good. Do you understand? Go on now. Receive your punishment for the sake of the family.
Yes, I understand.
That really brought up some unpleasant memories. It won't be long. Soon, it'll all be over.
He's fucking crazy.
Thank you for escorting me here, Proxy. Today, you're a child that only brings misfortune.
Today I'm a child? That's rude.
People have been saying that about me for a long time. Why do I only predict suffering?
Why do I don't predict anything at all? It's
If
not...
I could predict happy things, joyful things, would people like me a little more?
Yeah.
Maybe fate truly is set in stone. Often, I want to help these people avoid their miserable fates. even thought that I was successful, that I could change people's destiny.
This music doesn't seem appropriate. There's also a lot of long pauses.
I couldn't do anything at all.
Bomb cola.
So, I was really happy when you said that my abilities weren't a curse, but a gift.
Okay.
Thank you, Proxy.
Imagine having like armpit holes like that.
And you're also a fan of Lord Phaethon. It's like we were fated to meet.
The advertisement was funny.
I don't know why.
Is that new? I didn't see that before. It keeps changing.
I feel like I'm free from judgment.
Well, it's a three-sided thing. You sound like you need more friends.
Like, I don't need to worry about anything. And can just be my own true self.
Buy like a dog or something. You could have killed like so many people and the dog would be fine with that.
And ours just so happen to be extremely compatible.
Or
By the way, you asked me before about Hugo, but judging from his eye colors, you can guess he's probably the bastard son of a renowned family.
that's not how... Huh? That's not how eye colors work.
I think his mother was very worried about his different colored eyes, and even wanted to get rid of him at one point. But then his family offered a huge price and bought him off his mother for some reason. And just like that, he moved from a leaky and drafty boarding room to a luxurious mansion. But he's also mentioned that the extravagant home is actually like hell for him. I think it's probably because the family treats him terribly. I digress. He ran away and ended up meeting Lycon and his master. After that, they formed Mockingbird together and experienced a rare period of happiness. Until Lycon's betrayal.
So, what's your take on Hugo?
I imagine I would still be wandering around now if I had never met him. To me, Hugo is just like an older brother. I've always felt as though he's carrying some heavy burden with him. But that's a secret he's kept to himself. Something he'll never tell me. Sometimes when I look into his eyes, I can feel that he's really struggling with something. Even though he may say some extreme things, Hugo really isn't a bad person. I think one day he'll tell me his secret. Until then, I just have to wait. Wait and trust him.
She's definitely being taken advantage of. Yeesh, that was long. I'm gonna burn my energy and then call it a night.
no more.
There's no time to lose.
That's it.
My blade.
Oh no. Oh. Yeah, try to get some sleep. See ya.